name is Rachel Kest, and I represent both the Jewish Federation of Greater Rochester and the JCC. My role is to ensure that there's thriving Jewish life in all areas of the JCC.
And there is.
From our youngest to our oldest, and Jewish opportunities, to make sure Jewish opportunities are delivered in a variety of shapes and forms. One size definitely does not fit all. So I'm honored to introduce my good friend, Michael Miller. Yay! Cultural arts events. Thank you for bringing our kickoff event and for allowing the JCC to host your album debut, which was postponed because of the pandemic, little pandemic. So I'm guessing all of you know him, but if for some reason you don't know Michael, I invite you to get to know him. He's a special person, a gem, and just a gift to the world. Woo! He's not only a talented musician, he is also a gifted teacher who continually imparts Jewish wisdom to his students, both young and old. Sorry, I lost my place. Through his music, unique style of engagement, and mentorship, you've made a huge impact on the lives of so many people in our community. For the last several years, he has worked with our little friends at the Keshet Preschool. He and Leah Sherman, part of the band, spearheaded an initiative several years ago called J-Rock Band for Teens in our community, and for many years have chaperoned kids to songwriter boot camp in St. Louis, asked them about it. And now Mike and Leah come every Friday to the JCC at 10 a.m. You're all invited to kick off Shabbat for the JCC. We at the JCC are so glad to be part of this momentous occasion, and I invite you to the stage to show off.
Welcome to my bar mitzvah. So there's going to be quite a bit of Hebrew tonight. But don't worry about it. We'll explain. Thank you, Rachel, very much. Rachel is my fairy godmother. I actually none of this would have happened without Rachel. And I'll tell you more as we go. I'm a little nervous. Okay. So this first song is from the album, and it's the first song in the album, and it's called Michal Kale, and it's the second blessing of the Amida. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. But it's all about coming back to life, and it was one of the prayers that struck me after my father Marvin died, and I wrote all these songs. So. Okay. Masuri, Ukayem Nato, Shinde, Afar, Mechakev, Chaim, Chaim Bechesed, Mechakev, Chaim, Chaim Bechesed, Mechayim Mekim Berachamim Rabim, Mechayim Mekim Berachamim Rabim, Mi Kamocha Ba'Gerut, Umidon Melach, Melech Meimid U'Mechayev, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Ha'achayot Metim, V'ne'eman Ha'achayot Metim, Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hametim, Mechakev Chaim, Chaim bechesed, Mechakev Chaim, Chaim bechesed. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see so many familiar faces. And now to the stage, because I can't just sit there alone for an hour and 15 minutes. Would you please welcome to the stage Leah Solomon on guitar, Leah Sherman on the and someone, I don't know if I know her, I think I'll try to get her name right, Sophie Miller on background vocals. It's warm. Okay. This song is like most of the songs on the album. It has a little bit of Hebrew and English. And the English, I'm such a gifted lyric writer that when I started writing these songs, so after my father died, I went to shul at Bashalom, and they go really fast. And I don't read Hebrew that great. So I started just picking through the English, and I would see these phrases that came up over, and they would instruct me. And so I came and I started writing these songs, and they poured out of me. And getting back to the gifted lyric writing part, I don't know how to write lyrics, but the people who wrote the Art Scroll Siddur, they know how to write lyrics, which was really good for me. So a lot of the lyrics that you're going to see, if they're in English, they're probably from the Art Scroll Siddur. And this is called Wandering. Hashivenu, bring us back Teshuvah, lead us back to you. Teshuvah, lead us back to you. Hashivenu, bring us back. Karmenu, draw us near. Teshuvah, lead us back to you. Hashivenu, bring us back. Karmenu, draw us near. Teshuvah, lead us back to you. We've been wandering for so long. We've been wandering for so long. Thanks, everybody. Leah and Sophie jumped on that during sound check today. They had never done that before. Fabulous. Okay. Now we will pick up the pace, right? As soon as I drink water. All right. You'll hear the translation of this. It's a lot of opening my heart. Open your heart. And it's called Pitach Libi. That's what happens. That's what happens when the singer goes to the Bahamas at the end of the song. Okay. This song, next song, is called Shema Kolenu, and it's mostly well known. We sing it at the high holidays, but it's also part of the Amida, and it's all about hearing our voice and accepting our prayer and asking our higher power to hear our prayer. Sophie Miller on the live choir. We're gonna say a quick so long to Elias and Leah. Can you give them a nice round of applause? And now you're gonna get up a big tree.
Hi. Yeah.
Can I introduce you?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
So,
We didn't go this part before.
how much time do you have? This is my daughter. This is Deanna's daughter. This is Carolyn's granddaughter. This is Andrea's niece. This is a lot of people's cousin. And most importantly, I'll just say, everybody loves their kids. But not everybody likes their kids. You don't have to speak up. We know who you are. But I think Deanna and I are very lucky because we not only love our kid, but we like our kid. So here's an original, and can you give a nice round of applause for Sophie Miller?
This is a song I wrote, and if I go any further, I'm probably going to start doing bad bits, so I'm just going to go right into it.
You know, I debated about whether or not to let her sing tonight. Because, you know, who knows? Yeah, she's okay, I guess. So the next 3 songs are going to be songs that I wrote the music for, but I've had a wonderful sort of new partnership started during the pandemic with he's an American living in Israel, and he's a published poet. His name is Alden Solovey, and if you don't know him, you should look him up because he's really talented, and you're about to hear 3 of his poems. The first one was, it's called I Want to Die on the Trail, and he shared it at an online version of a community that I'll tell you a little bit more about later, the Jewish Songwriting Collaborative. And he read this poem to us, and I immediately went to the piano, and the first part of this kind of poured out. And I played it for him, and he liked it. And so I finished it, and we've done 2 more. And when we get 2 more done, hopefully we're going to go record the 5 that we have from EP. And then at some point, we'll bring Alden to Rochester as part of the Jewish Book Festival. I got it in there. And we'll have another little concert. So this is, he describes this one as, I won't even tell containing what remains, my soul unbound from the limits of time and space. We will walk together into the canyon, descending to the river, strong in love. The air warm, the breeze cool, the sky more deeply blue than ever. The sound of water falling on water, getting closer as we move toward the stream bed. The sound of water falling on water, getting closer as we move toward the stream bed. Host of companions multiplying, confession and forgiveness irrelevant in the flow of love and affection. Diving off the cliff's edge into the unknown, singing, dancing, celebrating, embracing, loving the life that once was mine. I'll just tell you one thing about that song. I always sang it very timidly because it didn't feel like it was my story to tell. And then in June, we were at the songwriting retreat, and Rachel and Terry are here. They're going to come up and sing later. But it's an amazing retreat run by Sue Horowitz, who was here in the spring. And so we were at the conference, and I was sitting with two women who told me amazing stories of survival and courage. And I sang it that night, and I sang it differently. It's no longer a timid song. It's like, this is the last dance, and I'm going to live it to the fullest. So it's a wonderful song. Next one, it's called Come Walk. All right. I know a man who lives in a rainbow. I've heard the poet who lives on the moon. I've heard the secret that sings all around you. I know a man who can teach you the tune. Hear the music among the lilies and whispers in the blades of grass. Hear the thunder beneath the ocean. Feel the love that will always last. Come walk the sacred sunshine. Come walk the Milky Way. Walk gently through the heavens. Walk gently through each day. Put your head upon my shoulder and your head upon my chest. Put your hope above your sorrow. Give yourself the time to rest. I know a man who sings from the mountains, and another who sings from the seas. I've heard the man who sings from his glory, and the man who sings from his knees. Come walk between the layers of clouds. Come walk the spirals of stars. Walk gently through joy and sorrow. Walk gently, walk holy, walk far. Walk gently, walk holy, walk far. Thank you. Okay, now we'll get back to a little Hebrew. The Hebrew is Borchi Nafshi et Adonai, and the English is Bless Adonai, O my soul. And it's just called Bless Adonai. Another beautiful poem by Alden Soloway. When the thunder crashes, when the winds howl, remember that your heart, once a desert, no longer thirsts. When the storm rages, when lightning strikes, remember that your spirit, once frightened, no longer hides. Borchi Nafshi et Adonai. Borchi Nafshi et Adonai. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. When shadows rise and light grows dim, remember that your soul, once captive, no longer trembles. When darkness falls, without moon or stars, remember that your mind, once lost, no longer wanders. Borchi Nafshi et Adonai. Borchi Nafshi et Adonai, et Adonai. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul, oh my soul. My soul. Bless Adonai, oh my soul. Thank you. Now for something completely different. It's still me, but not that. I've had the opportunity the last 7 or 8 years to work at a grief camp. And you're probably saying to yourself, that sounds awful. But it's really not. It was started 10 years ago or so. Is that right, Suzanne? 10? 10. 10 years ago by my friend in the front row, Suzanne Green. I think her last name is Luce now, but I only know her as Suzanne Green from Brighton High School. And Suzanne is a wonderful person. Can we give her a nice round of applause, please? And Suzanne and a couple of her social work friends got together and started this camp called Camp Heartstrings. It's since sort of merged on with another camp called Camp Dreams, and it's for children who have lost special people in their lives. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this, and blah, blah, blah. But it turns out to be like the most life-affirming 3 days. And I guess this is my recruiting pitch, right, Suzanne?
That's right.
Yeah. So come join us. But one of the things that I do is I come and I read the book. We have this book called The Invisible String, and I read the book, and that's why I originally came. But the first year I went, I got that ukulele back there, and I started writing songs during the for camp, and so I would try to write one every year. And so I'm going to sing a couple of them for you. This one is my, I call it my I Love Randy Newman song. It's called Heartstrings Equal Connections. Oh, I have to stop. Did you like it so far? It's really good, isn't it? I went around and I asked the kids, what are things that go together? I don't know, somehow it came up at camp. And so these are all things that, all the words, getting back to my lyrical deficiency, all the words are from the kids, from these teenagers, okay? Spaghetti and meatballs, mommies and dads, laughters and smiles, happy and sad. These things, they go together, connected they are, just like the moon and the stars. Toast and guacamole, wishes and dreams. I said I didn't write it. Brothers and sisters, all on the same team. These things, they go together, connected they say, just like a PB&J. Heartstrings equal connections, you can't tear them apart. Hearts and strings, strings and hearts, they go together from the end to the start. Leprechauns and rainbows, an old pot of gold, a burp after a soda, a ring around the rosy. These things, they go together, connected and loved, just like the sun up above, shining down now. Heartstrings equal connections, you can't tear them apart. Hearts and strings and hearts, they go together from the end to the start. Salt and pepper, yin and yang, honey and the breeze, dreams and wishes, brooms and witches, the waves and a breeze. These things, they go together, connected as they go. It's the best rhyme I ever wrote. Just like a set of Legos. Heartstrings equal connections, you can't tear them apart. Hearts and strings, strings and hearts, they go together from the end to the start. Connected as they go, just like a set of Legos. Yeah. Okay, and then there's another thing that we do every year with the older kids, and it really turned into this amazing experience for everybody. And it happened quite by accident. We asked them, because music's so powerful, we asked the kids, would you be willing to bring in a song or tell us a song that has meant something to you and your special person? And they have, and we've been doing it for 5 or 6 years. And it's just amazing. And then one of the years, this was the song that came out of it, and it uses the songs. You'll hear song titles in there. It's song titles that the kids actually brought with the teenagers. This is the older kids. It's called Let Us Sing. When I was young, sitting singing favorite songs. With you I could hang out all day long. When we were together, the days lasted forever, and the music helped me know that I belong to you. Before you go, and I'll always love you. All I want and 1,000 years. The songs that we would sing, they all mean everything. The memories, sweet music to my ears. Let us sing, our heartstrings are connected. Let us sing for now and evermore. You hold me up, you hold me up. Let us sing. Now I sit here shuffling through our playlist, the one we made together, what a gift. Thinking of you now, the music shows me how. I listen to our songs as I drift off to sleep. Sweet home Alabama and sweet Caroline, gonna just pretend. The songs that we would sing, they all mean everything, and I will always love you till the end of time. Let us sing, our heartstrings are connected. Let us sing for now and evermore. You hold me up, you hold me up. Let us sing, let us sing, our heartstrings are connected. Let us sing for now and evermore. You hold me up, you raise me up. Let us sing. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas, and I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. Let us sing, our heartstrings are connected. Let us sing for now and evermore. You hold me up, you raise me up. Let us sing. Let us sing. Let us sing. Let us sing. Okay, little story time. Ooh, okay, we gotta get moving. People to go. No. This is my favorite song from the album. אנחנו לא נדע מה נעשה, ואנחנו לא נדע מה נעשה, כי עליך we know not what to do, but our eyes are upon you, our eyes are upon you. We know not what to do, but our eyes are upon you, our eyes are upon you. אנחנו לא נדע מה נעשה, אנחנו לא נדע מה נעשה, כי עליך we know not what to do, but our eyes are upon you, our eyes are upon you. We know not what to do, but our eyes are upon you, our eyes are upon you. Whoa, whoa. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming. That was very special that you're all here. And now, if they haven't all fallen asleep, let's welcome back to the stage Aaliyah Solomon, Leah Sherman, Sophie Miller. And Elias is going to start, right? Are we starting? No? Okay. I was at the sound check. I may or may not have been conscious during the sound check. Okay. Oh, right, I'm doing this. Okay, right. Okay. Now I remember. Okay. Sophie Miller! Aaliyah and Elias! Elias, we have a nephew named Elias. So, Elias. We did. Am I still on stage? Okay. All right. What did you say? That I'm gone. I think she said I'm gone. She's not wrong. Okay.
He's not gone. He's still here. We got another couple songs.
This is In Your Hands, featuring some great harmony by these two over here. Okay. Share בידו נפש כל חי ורוח כה בשר איש אשר בידו נפש כל חי ורוח כה בשר איש ביחד share בידו נפש כל חי ורוח כה בשר איש share בידו נפש כל חי ורוח כה בשר איש ביחד אקיפי היית אותי Thank you. And we're just going to sing that last bit of harmony over and over and over again for the next hour or so. Where are we? All right. You want to hang out? Yeah. So this is the title song from the album. It's also the first song that I wrote, and it's from kind of obscure part of the service. It's not even in like the conservative and reform Sidors, but there was a line, and you'll hear the Hebrew, but basically the English was, "You are a shelter for me, and you rescue me, you envelop me, Selah." It's like, Amen. And I was like, oh, that is a cool line. And I came home and I wrote the song, and I thought that I was writing it about God, whatever that means. And then I realized that it was not, it's been about different people throughout my life. And it's been about my wife, Deanna, who I love dearly, and you'll be surprised to know I'm no picnic. Yeah, no picnic. So, but it's about Deanna, and it's about my mom, Carolyn, and my sister, Andrea, and then more recently, it's been about Sophie, and it's about all of you out there, and all the various ways that we know each other, and I like it. So Leas and I are going to play it, and this is our last song, Wink, Wink. Okay. Right. Was that subtle? Okay. All right. There are times when the world seems bleak, and I'm lonely and afraid. No place for comfort, nowhere to seek. There you are. There you are. Singing, Atasekterli, Mitzarti train, Rane Faletit Solveni, Selah, Selah. Atasekterli, Mitzarti's raining, Rane Faletit Solveni, Selah, Selah. You are a shelter for me. You are a shelter for me. You rescue me. You envelop me. Selah, Selah. Selah, Still are times when the world seems bleak, but I'm not lonely or afraid. I look for comfort, I know where to seek, 'cause here you are, you've always been here. You are singing fantastically, meets our teeth raining, running falling over veni, Sella, Sella, fantastically. You are a shelter for me. You are a shelter for me. You rescue me. You envelop me. Selah, Selah. Selah, Selah. Selah, Selah. Selah, Selah. Thank you. And good night. Sophie Miller, Lee Turbin, Elise Solomon, everybody, thank you for coming. Okay, pretend we just left, okay? We're not on the stage anymore. Why did you stop clapping? All right. Okay, no, sit down, no. Wait, I heard something. Okay. All right, we're calling. We got some special guests now. Where's James and Rachel and Terry? Come on up. You give them a round of applause, please. While I tell you. Okay, this is going to be the last song. But I sorry, thanks, Bruce. So I do have to tell a couple stories. First of all, thank you all for coming. It means the world to me, and appreciate everybody coming out. I'm only going to do a little brief thing. So James and Sophie are part of what Rachel talked about in the introduction, J-Rock. J-Rock, which is a group of teenagers that we started back when Elias was in 8th grade, and now Elias is in 13th or 14th grade. But Elias was part of our first cohort that we took to St. Louis back when he was in 8th grade. And it's part of the reason why I know him well enough to ask him to do this, but he's obviously an incredibly talented guitar player. And he's going off to study in New York, and we wish him nothing but the best. But J-Rock, so Leah and I wound up together leading this first trip there were six or seven of them, and we didn't even know what it was going to become. And we took them to Song Leader Boot Camp. And 2 years before that, Rachel, who I said is my fairy godmother, told me to make a videotape because PJ Library, which I know everybody who's Jewish in here knows about PJ Library. PJ Library was sponsoring, if they chose you, they chose 36 people from around the country to come for free to Song Leader Boot Camp. I didn't know what Song Leader Boot Camp was. I didn't know the guy who runs it, his name is Rick Rack, but I didn't know anything about it. We took these guys, and all of us, I drank the Kool-Aid with the PJ Library, and then 2 years later we took these guys and we all drank the Kool-Aid together. And we've been going every summer when it was during the pandemic. We did it virtually. They love us so much that one of the years of the pandemic, they actually sent one of their core educator team people to Rochester for us to have them, and when we were doing it all by Zoom. So now the next generation is James and Sophie. Yeah. So now we'll go to Terry and Rachel. We get to my second fairy godmother, whose name is Sue Horowitz. She was here in the spring, and she's a wonderful. We're actually going to sing one of her songs right now. And Sue, I met at Song Leader Boot Camp, and I had just written these songs, and Sue said, "You gotta come. We're starting this Jewish songwriter collaborative." And I said, "Okay, I'll come, but I don't want to write any songs. I want to play the songs to see if anybody thinks they're any good." And so I went, and I think Terry was there the first year, and we were at a yoga retreat center with no air conditioning. Not that I'm bitter about that. And people liked the songs, and Sue encouraged me, and a year later, she helped me produce the album that you heard 7 or 8 of the songs from tonight. And Rachel, Terry lives here in Rochester, and I'm sure a lot of you know her, but Rachel drove up from New York City to be here tonight. Very grateful.
I couldn't miss your bar mitzvah.
There'll be a wonderful spread after. And yeah, so I'm very grateful to obviously to everyone who's on the stage, but to Rachel and Sue, because I wouldn't have done, none of this would have happened without both of them. And we're gonna close tonight with a song of Sue's called the Peace Song. And the chorus is very simple. We'd love you to sing it with us. Should we tell them the words? It's very complicated, okay? I know you've been sitting here for a long time. You're like, move it along. All right. And we will not wait for change. Please to repeat. And we will not wait for change. That's the whole thing. 3 times, and then to come around, okay? So you'll pick it up. Audience participation. And again, thank you for coming, and this is our last song.
Peace to all your sons and daughters.
Good night, everyone.